Yes, 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 Kenyans. Tamu sana. I say tamu sana. Oh yes. Fear has gripped One Kenya alliance over Uhuru's visit to Raila's current home. Even though they are showing a bravado face that things are all right, there is a lot of fear and pressure in One Kenya alliance. And if you look at Mutahi Ngunyi's Twitter handle today and his YouTube channel, The Fifth Estate, Mutahi Ngunyi has made it very clear today that Raila Amolo Odinga is the fifth president of Kenya. Mutahi Ngunyi has made that very, very clear. And then if you look at also Facebook account of one Murathe, he is also talking of reggae is strong. These are just connotations or rather some signs that these people, there is something they know that One Kenya Alliance might not know. Mutahi Ngunyi, for those who don't know or for those who doubt Mutahi Ngunyi, before Uhuru hinted of maybe it's now time for other communities to rule outside of the two communities, it's Mutahi Ngunyi who started the discussion by stating that now it cannot be about two tribes only. About a week later, Uhuru came and repeated the same word. So Mutahi Ngunyi, for those who don't know, is actually Uhuru's propagandist. Is the one who actually tests the ground first before Uhuru comes to make a statement. The same to Murathe. Murathe also made it very clear some time back about Uhuru not giving power to a thief, and Uhuru came and repeated the same things. So today, Mutahi Ngunyi has made it very clear in his YouTube channel, The Fifth Estate, that Raila Amolo Odinga is the fifth president of Kenya. So these kind of maneuvers are sending some strong kind of panic in One Kenya Alliance. So One Kenya Alliance today, ladies and gentlemen, were at Moses Wetangula's current home. And from their seating arrangement, in fact, their seating arrangement has caused a lot of excitement in social media today. Because Gideon Moi was seated as if he's now the boss, and then the likes of Mudavadi, Kalonzo, and Wetangula were just seated on the periphery. Then with Gideon Moi sitting as the boss, who is now in charge. This has really created a lot of excitement in social media today, but it just confirms what I've been saying here all along. That Uhuru's plan is to make Gideon Moi the president through a Raila presidency. Raila is just being brought into the picture as a transitional president to pave way for Gideon Moi. That's the original plot, and that's what I've been saying all along. So some people are asking now, if that's the case, why now should Uhuru form One Kenya Alliance now? Ladies and gentlemen, politics is about calculation and about being smart. One William Ruto, with this hustler narrative, was really penetrating into the strongholds of Kalonzo and Mudavadi, and also towards the coast. So there had to be a clever strategy to curtail that kind of penetration that William Ruto was making in these areas. And one strategy was to bring the ethnic card. The ethnic card could actually thwart the hustler narrative and beat the hustler narrative permanently, which it has now done. Kenyans are being mobilized into ethnic cocoons so that William Ruto's hustler tag should not penetrate. So Uhuru Kenyatta knows pretty well that there is some kind of disagreement among the NASA principles. So Uhuru knows pretty well that, in politics, anything is possible. So Uhuru never wanted these Kalonzo and Mudavadi to be like loose elements or to be loose elements anyway. The moment they become loose and they're not attached to something common, They could easily, this is my thinking, they could easily make a coalition with maybe William Ruto or with somebody else. And this could complicate Uhuru's succession plan. Because in the first place, Uhuru wants to take charge of his own succession. He wants to dictate terms. And the only way he can dictate terms is to have a solid group of leaders that he can now use to bargain. He can now use to bargain for his successor with maybe Raila Amolo Odinga. Hence, he advised these leaders, these NASA principals, to form one coalition, and Gideon Moi has to be part of it. From reliable sources, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes back, Murathe even made it very clear that One Kenya Alliance might eventually, or rather after all, work with Raila Amolo Odinga. And I'm seeing a clear indication that that is exactly what is going to happen in the near future. Uhuru, in his thinking, maybe, he wants One Kenya Alliance to nominate one leader. So it's trying to panel beat these people into naming Moi as their leader. Because Uhuru already has a plot that Gideon Moi should be Raila's running mate in 2022. That's Uhuru's game plan. Because Uhuru knows very well that in this group, the only person who has a little block of votes is only Kalonzo. Kalonzo can mobilize canvas to one direction, even if he's not the presidential candidate. But with Gideon Moi, that is zero. With Mudavadi, that is zero. Wetangula, zero. So Uhuru is cleverly trying to put all these NASA principles together so that they can have one leader who can now then negotiate with Raila. That is Uhuru's game plan. And most Kenyans are not seeing this. And for you to understand this thing very well, you must go back to the original plot. And the original plot, just as I have stated, was to make Gideon Moi president through a Raila presidency. That's the original plot of the handshake. And that's why Raila was brought in so that Ruto could be sent out. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, politics in Kenya is getting a little bit confusing because every day it's so dynamic that it changes every day. Every day there is a new issue. So for you to understand it well, you must go back to the original plot. Look at how presidents have been elected in Kenya, and then you will understand it very well. Somebody who has been following politics will never scratch a head about who is going to be the president because it's already cast in stone and it's very clear who is the next president. I'm not being superstitious, but if you look carefully through outside the box, there is a pattern that always repeats itself. Anytime a new president is elected, there is a pattern that repeats itself after the multi-party democracy entered. Because after Moi, Kibaki became the president and Kibaki was Moi's opposition leader. When Kibaki left, Uhuru became the president. Uhuru was Kibaki's opposition leader. When Uhuru is going to leave, it's only natural that Uhuru's opposition leader is the one to take the presidency. Though that's my opinion, but those are the unwritten laws that is governing politics in Kenya. They are not written anywhere, or they are not scientific, but if you look at them keenly, it's a trend that is somehow mysterious. And that is why you find Raila today in the same boat with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, so that this trend can continue. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, some people are also asking me about, I think I did clarify it, Edwin Sifona's statement. I made it clear in my earlier video that Edwin Sifuna came out and denied the statement. He had said that Raila is not going to contest for presidency through ODM party, but he came out and clarified that that was a Fool's Day prank. So the matter should rest there, that Raila is on the presidential race through ODM party as of now. So for those who are doubting and saying a lot of things, I think that one is now settled. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if you've bumped on this video for the very first time, give it a like, and I beg you to kindly subscribe and hit on the notification bell in order to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Thank you.